Have you ever felt that the trust in your relationship was completely broken and didn't know how to get it back? Today, we're going to talk about how to rebuild trust after virtual infidelity, a delicate process that requires patience, awareness, and clear strategies. Stay with me until the end, because you'll learn step by step how to regain trust, protect your self-esteem, and avoid repeating patterns that could lead to new problems. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, share this video with someone who might need it, and leave a comment about your experiences or questions. First, it's essential to understand that virtual infidelity can deeply damage trust, even if there's no physical contact involved. Secret messages, intimate conversations with someone else, hidden likes and comments, or private apps all create the feeling of betrayal. It's not just the action itself, but the secrecy and lies that emotionally harm the relationship. Rebuilding trust starts with acknowledging and processing your emotions. Anger, sadness, disappointment, anxiety, and fear are all normal reactions. Many people try to suppress these feelings, but doing so only delays healing. Allow yourself to feel these emotions fully. Take time to reflect on what you feel, identify which emotions are strongest, and even write them down if it helps you organize your thoughts. And if you haven't already, leave a comment sharing how discovering virtual infidelity made you feel. Your story can help others feel understood. The second step is to establish clear and honest communication. This does not mean confronting your partner angrily or accusing them aggressively. Instead, express how the betrayal affected you and what you need to feel secure again. Ask direct questions, listen carefully, and assess the sincerity of their responses. For example, if your partner shows genuine remorse and explains their actions honestly, that's a positive sign. But if they constantly evade your questions, it's a warning signal. While talking with your partner, it's essential to set clear, non-negotiable boundaries. This protects your self-esteem and creates emotional safety. Examples include total transparency in social media and messaging app use, sharing schedules and important activities, and maintaining regular discussions about feelings and expectations. Boundaries are not about controlling the other person. They are about redefining mutual respect and protecting your well-being. At the same time, focus on self-esteem and self-care. Virtual infidelity shakes your trust, but it does not define your value. Dedicate time to yourself, engage in activities that make you feel strong and secure. Seek emotional support from friends, family, or professionals, and learn to recognize healthy behaviors in any relationship. Self-care strengthens your ability to make rational decisions rather than impulsive ones. A crucial step is to identify emotional and behavioral patterns that may have contributed to vulnerabilities in the relationship. This doesn't mean taking the blame for the betrayal, but understanding dynamics that could have facilitated it. Reflect on how conflicts were managed, communication quality, emotional closeness, and boundaries that existed. Understanding these patterns helps prevent similar issues in the future. It's important to realize that rebuilding trust is gradual and requires patience. It doesn't happen overnight. Both partners must demonstrate consistency over time. Small daily actions, keeping promises, being transparent, respecting boundaries, are far more effective than isolated grand gestures. During this process, identify your emotional triggers: insecurity, jealousy, anxiety, or fear of being betrayed again. Recognizing and managing these triggers healthily prevents unnecessary conflicts and strengthens emotional stability. You can practice breathing exercises, meditation, or simply talking openly about your feelings with someone you trust. Another essential step is to rebuild emotional intimacy. Virtual infidelity often breaks the emotional connection, and restoring it requires investing time in meaningful conversations, moments of connection, and demonstrations of empathy. Showing vulnerability, sharing fears and expectations, and spending intentional time together helps recover the lost bond. At the same time, it's important to assess progress realistically. Notice if your partner is consistent, maintains transparency, and respects boundaries. Evaluating the relationship this way allows you to make informed decisions and avoid frustrations or false expectations. Learning to forgive consciously is also vital. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what happened, but it allows you to release the emotional burden that prevents moving forward and rebuilding the relationship in a healthy way. Conscious forgiveness helps you make clear decisions and prevents resentment from blocking reconnection. Additionally, it's necessary to set clear expectations for the future, discuss goals, priorities, and acceptable behaviors. Establishing these expectations creates a mutual commitment and ensures both partners understand what is required to rebuild trust and prevent relapses. Throughout the process, work on emotional intelligence. Understand your emotions, identify your reaction patterns, and learn to respond consciously. This strengthens your ability to handle conflicts and improves the relationship, preventing cycles of distrust or emotional manipulation. Remember that rebuilding trust doesn't depend solely on your partner. Your personal growth, ability to set boundaries, and self-care are the foundation for a successful process. And never forget, you deserve a relationship based on respect, love, and transparency. Rebuilding trust is possible if both partners commit to effort, patience, and emotional responsibility. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, share this video, and leave a comment with your experiences. Doing this helps create a community of support for those seeking healthier relationships. In the next video, we'll discuss how to identify if the rebuilt trust is genuine or just superficial, so you can avoid falling into cycles of emotional manipulation and toxic behavior.